This is my walk, and I invite you to walk with me and listen to my rambling. So, let's see. One of the things I absolutely hate in business is accounting. Interestingly enough, I love financial projections. I know it doesn't add up, but that's just how it is. Love one, don't like the other. Then another thing I absolutely hate, and I hate is a hard word. I'm sorry, harsh word. I'm not thinking, it's not hate, I just dislike it. Emails, sending, receiving, responding to emails, just the entire concept of emailing is what I don't like. The problem is emailing is a huge part of my job. So I have to email entrepreneurs to invite them to write, because we're still in the phase where we don't know, where we're still branding ourselves. And I guess even when we don't, you still want certain types of articles, you want certain information, because I do have people who reach out to me that don't qualify for a magazine. And so, yeah, I'll probably always have to do emails. But emailing is one of the things I don't like. And honestly, I don't know why. But anyway, so I watched something about, or listened, whatever, listen to something, to another entrepreneur who was given tips on organizing your day and how to deal with stuff. And emailing was a big deal. So one of the things she talks about, which I do, I have templates. So there are two types of entrepreneurs that I ask to write. So there are the ones who's going to be the featured article that I usually interview. And then there are those who write an article. So if I'm asking somebody to write an article, or I'm asking to be interviewed, I have different templates for those. And depending on the medium I'm using, so if I'm going to be talking on, let's see, if I'm on LinkedIn, so the template I use for LinkedIn is different from the one that I use for Instagram. And one of the things I do, I find most of my people on social media, and I don't just send it, so I send them two communications, one on the social media platform and one through their email. And sometimes, depending, I will also make a phone call. But I usually start off with the email first and then go from there. And I found that because it's so easy for persons to just, okay, so for persons, not for me, for some person anyway. So they'll respond. Ooh, birdie. Ha ha. It's so weird. I'm not a nature person, but here I am, enjoying nature. Okay. So, all right. So several things. So where was I? I totally forgot. Okay, train of thought. Okay. So several things when it comes to email. So templates is one. And I was saying, yeah. So I do different templates for the different social media sites that I actually communicate, and then I do one for the email. So even they'll get two different emails. In fact, I'll send an attachment. So I'll send an attachment within an email, but with the social media stuff, I don't send attachments. So again, it varies, right? But I have lots of templates, so that's one thing. Once they respond to me, then I send another template. I have another template for that, because usually they're asking for more information. So I don't bother to put all the details in the first email, because I need them to talk to me. So they'll send me, do you see this guy? So I have another template for that. So that's a lot of templates, right? Okay, so why is it hard for me? I don't know, but either way. So then, once that's done, there's a lot of back and forth with them based on the different entrepreneur, the different work that they're doing, and what they're asking, the topic, because sometimes we brainstorm together on what topic it should be. So once I get past that initial state, then the templates stop, done. Now it's time to and I think this is the part that I'm not, actually it's funny, because the part that I'm interacting with them, I'm fond of that part. The templates part I'm not fond of, and maybe because what also comes before the templates is the research. So I have to research these entrepreneurs to actually find them. So yeah, that's probably a part of it. I have to think about this. I have to examine myself. That's such a thing. But anyway, all right. So there's that. But then the other piece of it is, when do you reply When do you respond to these emails? So let's see. We have, let's see. So usually I send emails at certain times of the day. I find that when I send emails in the evenings, they respond right away. I think because at that point they're probably winding down and they can have time to see it. I'm not sure, but I find that I do get responses quicker when I send it at a certain time of day. But then the next thing is now, sometimes I'm in the middle of other things, right? When emails are coming in, what do? Do I answer right away or do I wait? So I was told to set blocks of times for when I respond to emails. The problem is, like, 1/3 of my job has to do with the emails. So how do I set blocks? Like, I can't just set 2 hours in the mornings because there's so many that's going to end up coming in the middle of the day. And then there are also those other emails that has to do with other stuff, not entrepreneurs, but to do with, some of it is junk, but some of it is not. Some of it is learning, some of it is other entrepreneurs that's sending out their stuff. And I like to read everybody's, not everybody. Yeah, I'd love to read everybody's, but I can't. And the reason is because we're both in the same space, right? So those same marketing newsletters or whatever they're sending out, one, I can learn from them, and two, they may be an entrepreneur that I'm looking for. And so I try to read as much as I can, but it's hard. But yeah, so that's what. Setting up templates. Do we actually reply within blocks at a certain time? How do you do it? How do you deal to actually make it more interesting? Okay. All right, what else? And I've never written on this article. I probably should, Maybe I'll ask somebody else to write. I'll ask another entrepreneur to write on it. I'm so curious what they would say, how to deal with emailing. Because entrepreneurs have been asking me for what to write on, ideas. So I think I'm going to ask somebody to write on that. I am intrigued. You know what is so interesting about this walk today, about email? I really didn't plan it. I can't. It's hard for me to plan because I'm rambling anyway, right? But just talking now and thinking through. Remember I tell you brainstorming really, really does help in terms of, when you're walking, it helps with your brainstorming. It really does. So you probably should try that more often. Or just come with me, listen to me, and we'll brainstorm together. You just might learn something from me. All right? So emailing. I'm not even talking about email marketing. I'm talking about regular email and stuff that you need to do in the back end of your business to actually get stuff done. So outside of me emailing entrepreneurs, I also have to communicate back and forth with my printers. I have to communicate back and forth with Magazines Canada, who I distribute through. I have to communicate back and forth. There are webinars that I actually watch and I'll sign up for, and there's those that I have to be back and forth and following up and all of that jazz. So there's so many different things that we have to do. But now that I'm talking about it, I think I have a different perspective on emailing. I think I just need to organize myself a little bit more and have a new mindset as to whether or not I like it. Because it's not, I don't know. Like it doesn't sound so bad. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this rambling. Walk with me, subscribe to our channel, check out the other videos that you have not seen yet. And if you have to rewatch one, that's fine. All it is that we're just brainstorming and trying to figure out things out together. And share this with somebody, share this with an entrepreneur.